I am live. Alright. Let me go to Discord. Send out the link. Content alert. Not at everyone. We are back at it. Okay. There we go. We're grinding away. We got Marauders all day. Never ending Marauder grind. Hello, Llama. Said Gabriel said hello, first time. Welcome. We do quite a bit of streaming here of ROK, so if you are a new player, an SOC player, I've got an account in both SOC and early kingdoms. Got all sorts of stuff for you. So ask any questions. That is kind of the point. Said you got the never starting Marauder grind? What does that mean, Smoothie? I'm not sure I understand. Oh shoot, I forgot to send in the other Discord. Not general chat. We go to Rise of Kingdoms and dump it in media chat. There we go. Said your account is in 3902. It should be interesting. Oh, you're my KVK. You're actually my ally. Nice. So it looks like I can't be killing you. Thunder said I'm doing my first ever Eva Crusade. Ooh, so you got your own Marauder grind. That's exciting, Thunder. You get your own big ol' Marauder grind. I think it's one of the most fun parts of an early kingdom. The way kingdoms unify and come together to do Marauders. It's a blast. Let's see. Did I find the teams? So, yes, it is going to be 02, 04, and us. I forgot about us. It's 02, 04, and 08 versus the rest. It's a 3v5. Kid said, what's up? Peppers from 3908. What's up? What's up? Yes, I am awake this time, unlike last night where I kept falling asleep at the end of the stream. This time I am in fact awake. Believe it or not, you actually have me here, awake. It'll be fun, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a great KVK. It'll be a very fun one. Ooh, we got some events coming up. That's cool. That is exciting. This is a Marauder, right? Yep. How much sleep did you get? I don't know. Said it's confirmed now. You're gonna go to 13. I actually think the ally split is pretty good. I think the ally split is pretty good. It's top 2 kingdom with top 4 and 5. So I'd love DS. He be dropping some delicious gold chests. Yeah, I think in the last 24 hours I've gotten a total of like 80 something gold chests. Between today and yesterday, I think it was like 80, 85, 83, something around there. Sorry, one second. Okay, where do I go next? Maybe back across the river? I'll go here. I do need to refresh. Could you ask him to make account in your kingdom and drop gold chests? Nah, he's got a few accounts. Is it 08, 02, and 04? I believe so, Magic. I believe so. But we don't know the map yet, so the map is still up in the air. Okay. Said, oh, nice. Then we have a lot of fun, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be good. It said, do you have any suggestions of kingdoms you should migrate to from 73? Sure. Are you repeating KVK 2 or are you... Like, what are you doing? Because I can recommend stuff, but I don't know what you're actually trying to do. Are you doing KVK 2 again? You looking for KVK 3 kingdoms? Let me know what you're thinking, and then we could talk about it. So you didn't get any fighting KVK 1, so you hope you get a lot? What I'm hoping for is that means you guys are nice and stacked up. You guys have you must have a lot of resources then, unless you burn through it waiting. Let me click this. You can't repeat, you have to go to KVK 3. I mean, a good shout would be 79, right? 79 seems like they're staying together. Seems like they still have a lot of their major players. So I think 79 is a good shout for KVK 3. If you want to go to a lower seed, I'm not as familiar with the lower seeds. So maybe that would be something better to ask around. What's your speeds looking like? I'll show in a second. You said I used a lot of mine, but you've been upgrading. That's good, but make sure you have enough, you know. I have been saving quite a bit for upgrades. Like a lot. Why is this not working? Hey, we got a new sub. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. You have 5 farms. Oh, that's good. That is very good. All stacked. Yeah, I mean, you must have loved melon, right? Melon event must have been treating you nice. Let's go over here. I'm trying to work my way back for a reset. Here. You have 500 days to heal, but I guess I use a bit on tech. 500 days is a ton. How many marches are you on that you're planning on using 500 to heal? That's wild. So I'll show my speed ups now. So considering that I have not opened my Marauder chest that I am pushing. Nice. You know that I am pushing. I've got 47. I'm going to be keeping up the grind to get a bunch more. Just got 11 more. I have a grand total of 298 days of universals. I got about 20 to 30 days yesterday from gold chests. I have 8 days of healing, so right now we're over 300. I've got 11 days and 19 hours of research. It's honestly, I need to do a lot of research. I have too many speeds. So I do plan to do some research next time we do have a buff. Let's see. Could go down here maybe. Oh, this is probably the better route. I'll kill this guy, then I'll go up. That's what I'll do. Hey, Duck, how you doing? Kid says, I got 260 days of speed ups. Do you think that's enough for 2 marches? So my thought process for 2 marches is to never go below 250. I think 250 is like a great start. Like, you will be conservative with 250, and that's how I like to play. What is your recommended number of healing days for one? So I say 50 days of healing per march per day of fighting. That is a good way of looking at it. 50 days of healing per march per full day of fighting. And let's call a day of fighting like 8 hours or something. How are your resources looking for this KVK? They're pretty good. I'm definitely going to be using my bag a lot, so that is in the plan. But that's not a problem. I mean, that's what the resources are for, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton on hand, but I have a good amount in items. And, you know, I also have like 350 million food here, you know, a whole bunch. And then I'm also going, oh, that's a guardian. I'm also going to be opening up my chests at some point, and that's going to give me a good bit more. And then I will also be getting my farms. I haven't touched my farms, or one of my farms. Only one farm has good resources. The other two are developing. But it's not bad. Still in poverty. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I think I'm set. I mean, 2 marches of tier 4 really doesn't cost much. And I think if I get very, very desperate somehow, which isn't impossible in a 3v5 when we're the main kingdom, what I can do is give my gold. Like, trade gold for something with tier 5 players. Because I don't really need the gold as a tier 4 guy. It's just not that necessary. So if I gave away like 200 mil, I'd still probably be fine. And I could get like 600 mil food. Probably like 200 mil wood with that. Something like that. Said I have a ton of AP. Yeah, I do have a lot of AP. They may give me stuff if I ask. That's true. I'm just not really worried about it. I was more worried about my speed ups. Because I do want to keep pushing my tech, you know? I don't want to, like, stop working on my tech. Actually, I could do this. Hold on. Cancel. Exchange. I've got 400,000 points. I really want to get, like, 200 chests, but I don't think that's happening. So I think the new goal is going to be, like, 150. You want to see my tech? Sure. What's my tech looking like? Alright, double questions. Good time. So, it's very good. It's very, very good. I am fully free to play. Keep that in mind. My little 3 are at 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Cartography's done. So I run Expert Martel Sun, and I run a Siege March as my main march. I'm the Siege main. So we've got an 8, 9, 8, 8, 9. This is going to be 9 in literally a day. And then I have 8 here. So, as far as what my tech plan is, this I think will cost about 40 days. After helps and tech boosts and all that. 40 days max. It could even be a lot less. So, let's say it's 40 days to be safe. This will be probably like 30 days-ish. So, what I will be able to do is spend 70 days to finish those two. I'll have basically max tier 4 tech. And then from there, I may honestly start working on some of this. Because I didn't touch this. I have zeros and everything. You know? So. Let's go here. Also, again, I will remind you, that is before I open Marauder chests. And Marauder chests will give me another like 40 days. It's amazing tech for free to play. Thank you. I am quite pleased. I don't have any complaints personally. So 8 to 9 costs around 40 days. Yeah, Zab, that's exactly what I think I predicted. Yeah. How do you have enough to max all 3? Because I think what I really did that a lot of people probably don't do is I let things cook naturally. So like, I would start a long tech and then wait until we reached buffs. And then when we reach buffs, meaning titles and whatnot, I would then push. But I didn't do almost any speed ups for so long, and that helped a lot. And I am pretty good at getting my, not wasting resources, not wasting my speed ups, that sort of thing. You just maxed stuff yesterday, so you know you're doing. So now you're doing garrison. Oh my god, gathering stuff. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? I'm actually gonna refresh right now because I'm worried these 2 marches will die, or this one will rather. You're finally higher power than me. What's your power? Hold on. This can't stay. Where's Zeb? How dare Zeb be higher power than me? 28 mil. Oh, I'll be passing that in a moment. That's not lasting. Hey, Obito. I said sorry I fell asleep last night. Yeah, I was basically dozing off midstream, so don't worry about it. In terms of gems, I'm up to 1,020 gained, which is good. Just before, again, I open the chest. Let's see. Don't listen to him. He gets 50 gold chests a day. So I did today, basically. Today I got an insane amount. But until I came to this kingdom, I was not getting much. That's fully true. There's no lie in that statement. So don't discount the success in the account, because it is very genuine. Actually, I need Narcissus out there. I was going to swap them, but I can't. Am I going for Archimedes? No, I'm not touching the legendary ones. They're not worth it. What are my predictions for this KVK, Technical ass? So, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see a scan after... Or sorry, not the scan. I'm going to wait to see the map. And then once I see the map, I will be making some judgments. I will make a whole video on it, you know? So I'm not doing Archimedes. You said you managed to get max buffs for your push, including Counselor, which helps a lot. Remember to get that when pushing. I don't know if I'm going to ask for that. Hey, Dazzert, welcome. Why don't you farm gems? Because I'm a bad free-to-play. That's why, because I'm a bad free-to-play. You should. You should farm gems, and then on your farms, farm resources. But I'm way too lazy to run my farms. I run one farm. So yeah, you know. Let me see something here. You said locked in for the Marauder grind. I'm trying to be. I haven't gone in much. These are the current ranks. So it seems like 98 has a massive downtime around reset, which was super interesting. And it seems like O2 may as well, because they pushed up. 10 is relatively consistent, with probably a small downtime around, you know, 7-ish UTC maybe. Maybe like 10 UTC, something around there. But 98 is a massive uptime swing. Which is, you know, good that we're able to see that now. 10 is cooking. 10 is doing very well. They're definitely doing well. We'll see where people are at after the training stage, because I think that's really what's going to change things here. But they're doing very well. Pros. So before the 83 gold chests we got yesterday, I actually had, I think like 270 days-ish. I think, if I remember right. Something around there. You can probably check my stream, see if I'm remembering correctly. But we, you know, I also have 19 days of training from the barbs. So I'm going to use all of that. Wait. There's no Marauder. There's no Marauder. What am I doing? What? Did he despawn? Was there a Marauder? What in the world? Was there a Marauder here, or am I just totally tripping out? What just happened there? I had 250, is that what you're saying? Damn. So that means I got 48 days? No, that can't be right. Oh, you know what I did get yesterday, though? That not everyone would have seen? I did get a plus 75 on a refine for the helmet. So that's sick. I mean, health isn't really that important for Siege, but it's pretty good. This is the most important crit, and I got it. So I'll be doing drums next, and yeah. Training gonna be fun to watch. OH should put a crazy gap. Yeah, I mean, DS can just do whatever he wants in training. Like, the amount of speed ups and gems he has is unreal. So, and I think he has every intention of making us win this pre-KVK. So I'm sure he'll do whatever it takes. But yeah, it's going to be a blast. It really will. But yeah, 10 is doing much better than I expected. Which it does make sense because they are an activity kingdom. But still, it's very, very impressive. Since you're maxing CC for the swap, should you dump all your gold heads in him right now or wait until the last second? Why would you put gold heads into him? So what you're going to do, let's say you're me, okay? Well, let me send this and then I'll do it. Ooh, chess. Hope I get a chest for all the territory. I did. I kind of should. I guess we'll see. So let's say you're me, okay? Let's say you're me. No, I know you're talking about the swap event. So I have an expert Martel I'm swapping, okay? So expert Martel gets swapped. And then I have a CC that I intend to swap who's 5411. Now, there's no point in putting gold heads into them. Because it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be cheaper to swap at a lower skill range and then use your gold heads on the new commander. There's no point in using it on the commander you're swapping. It just makes it worse, you know? You said, I don't think you could swap CC unless you spend money? Why? You only get one swap as a free-to-play? Is 120 tickets for an expert commander swapping? You said, by the way, are you going to use universal speed-ups for training troops? No, absolutely not. I'm absolutely not training. I will train with whatever I get of training speed-ups. And that's it. Which is 19 days and 12 hours right now. I'll probably be at 20 days. So I'll use that to train. And that is the whole number. I also have like 3,700, 3,600, etc. So I'll get like 12k troops for rewards. I don't know how far that gets me. You get 2 swaps, but only 120 tickets as a free-to-play, equivalent to 1 expert commander. Okay, that would make sense. That's unfortunate. I gotta think about that then. What's up, Nervos? How you doing? Well, that does make sense to me. It's 120 tickets for a max commander into a... what? Okay, this isn't making any sense to me. Hold on. So you're not telling me that I convert 690 gold heads of 1 commander expert into 1111? That doesn't make sense. There's no way. No, okay, no. I'm all good with only being able to swap Martel. I've learned that now. But are you telling me that when I do swap Martel, he becomes a 1111? There's no way. There's no way. Look forward to fighting against me. You're in 10. Hey, yeah, you guys are putting up a very good showing in pre-KVK. Very impressive Marauder stage. Couple guys really pushing well. I misunderstood. This is KVK 2. We're in KVK 2 pre-KVK. Did I really not get a chest? That's kind of an L. Damn, that's going to be such an L. Who are these people that are getting chests? Let me look at this thing. T? Maybe there's some deal. Or it could be like fort based or something. Because I was top like 120 for forts in the kingdom. So maybe it's fort based actually. That is disappointing though. I was kind of hoping I'd get one for all the work I did on territory. It's okay though. So there's a full guide on TKC covering it. Yeah, I'm going to do research. I'm just like very far from it. So I wasn't really overly learning about it. After you swap... Oh, okay. I got you guys now. That's just like very weird way of explaining it. But yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it's as simple as you swap one expert commander to another expert commander. You know? Let's see. Mr. Duck with all of his resources. Yeah, quite a few choice chests. Okay amount on hand. You'll be great in that 03 KVK. You're going to bully people. What do I think's better? A 5551 Alex or a Max CM? Kind of hard to tell. Let me look at the skills. Give me a minute. Do you know when Alex and CJ will come on the wheel? So all of the commanders switch to... All the commanders switch to KVK 2 commanders, starting with the pre-KVK. So the first day of pre-KVK 2, it starts with new commanders. Like the Sieger in the tavern, the Siege gear is in the tavern, and all that stuff. I'm going to look at Alex now, because I have a long run. So I know CM like the back of my hand. But Alex, I don't know terribly well. He's super good, though. Their troop is immune. Actually, what are your marches? What is your march, Vasai? What are you running? Gains 10% march speed and attack. Grants an additional shield for 2 seconds. Up to... Okay. CCD got a legendary. That's valid. That's valid. He did a lot of work. That's fair. A little disappointed I didn't get one so far. Hopefully I do. But, again, if I don't, so well. Is it Max CM with Max YSG and full legendary gear? So, I would argue that I would rock CM YSG because I don't think the gain for a 5551 is worth the cost when you could just save it. I would rock the CM. I just don't think it's worth the cost, you know? I think you're talking about a massive cost here. Also, now you guys got me rattled a little. I gotta... So if I can't swap my CC, which I can't, and I can just swap Martel, that means I'm only getting like 1.5 commands. Yeah, my CM is expert. I'll have to figure this out now. It's a little bit more of a predicament. Said, hey Pethers, can you show the Kingdom rankings? You heard more people come in. Kinda. I mean, we are in KVK now, so there's no new migration as of the last couple days. But this is the ranks. So, pretty damn strong for pre-KVK. Why can't you swap CC? Because I can't buy the extra tickets. That's the problem. Since I can't get the extra tickets, it's not possible. Like, I could just get enough to do one expert commander. I mean, there is a conversation of doing 2 non-expert commanders, I guess. But, I don't know. Let's go here. How are they doing these chests? Who is this? DOI? I don't even know who this guy is. I've never seen that guy in my life. Okay. I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't really care. Like, I get all the gold chests and I'm happy, but I was kind of hoping I'd get it for the gems. That's what I was hoping for. But I don't even know who these people are. But that's okay. I mean, they do what they want. I ain't the king this time around, you know? Alright, let me go here. Said, yeah, you can only swap CM unless you invest in the commander you will swap beforehand. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Could you get some more blue TPs in the shop? As in, I think you mean, can I stock more? Sure. These? The purple ones? You want the purple TPs? Oh, why do we have these? That's so weird. Why did they do targeted? That's so confusing. Are the people receiving chests high in the... Oh, I could check that. That's a good shout. My guess is forts, but let me look. No, because neither of them got chests. Or not this guy, obviously, but he didn't get a chest. He didn't get a chest. He didn't get a chest. Neither did he. I don't know. My guess is it's either forts. Is they looked at the weekly fort data and they did it by forts. Or it's just like their own system. I don't know. Said Petrus, a free-to-play leech, always wanting more. Listen, the best free-to-play are leeches. The good thing about me is I actually do some damage with what I get. Let me see. They give it all out. Yep. That's crazy. I don't know what half these people are. CCD deserves it. That's a really good one. I'm glad he got it. Just put 10 gold heads into them and it'll cost 72 tickets. Get them to 2111. Just put 10 gold heads into them and it will cost 72 tickets. CCD is like the Co-King. He's like a non-high spender Co-King. The Lesnick guy is a top place in honor. We don't have honor. What are you talking about? It's not... What are you talking about? There's no honor right now. Like swapping 555 to a 2111 will cost 72 tickets? Wait, what? Pre-KVK points? He's not topping pre-KVK points. You think there are ways to beat the swapping system free to play? Yeah, I mean, I haven't even looked into it, guys. So once I look into it, I just have like, what do I have? Like 60 days? So I haven't looked too far into it. But yeah, I don't know what system they're using. It's fine. Maybe I'll ask after stream. I am curious. I was just really hoping for gems. But it's alright. Can't complain. Or I shouldn't complain. I can complain. You think I should invest in YSG or stick with Sun Tzu? Wait, those are like... That is not who you usually ask a pairing. What is the pairing? What are we talking about? And your Zone 5 KVK2 is already done. Why would you... If you haven't touched YSG, I probably wouldn't touch him. No idea why you got a chest. It's got to be like forts or something astral. I don't know. It's either that or they let T choose who got it in that alliance. So they gave it. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. CM Zoo or CMYSG? CMYSG is definitely better than CM Zoo. You definitely would prefer YSG. You said no fort track guarantee? I'm pretty sure the fort tracker does the whole kingdom. I don't know for sure, but I thought so. You could get YSG 5515 to be used with archers later? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You're not using them 5515 later. That's not how it works. Fort tracker doesn't do the whole kingdom? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's going to be 5515, I would just sit on it. I would just wait for sure. There's no reason to force it, you know? You're currently on 450 gold heads, so you just run one infantry march K3. Yeah, I think that's the boat you're in, 100%. So I guess I'm not going to be able to finish Gaja and Cordoba, which kind of blows. I'll get Gaja Expert because I'll swap my CM and then that's it. I'm cooked. I mean, I only have... That's a little concerning. I mean, I don't even have a cheeseburger march if I swap my Martel. If you repeat KVK 2, you'll expert YSG then. If not, you'll do that. Yeah. I mean, I only have 288 gold heads here. I can't really do a ton. I don't know. I'll think about it, guys. I have to give a lot more thought to it. It is possible. It makes more sense to do like, you know, 5511, 5511 if I can afford that. I don't know the exact cost. Where do your gold heads go? I've only put it in Martel, but Martel cost me a lot, you know? But I could, in theory, not do Martel. Do two commanders that are like 5411 or something, or whatever it is. That would equal 120 tickets. And go from there. I don't know. I have to give it a lot more thought. I thought I was going to be able to do two, just not two expert. So now it's a little more up in the air, dicey. Can I check out your kingdom 3777? Is something going on in the kingdom right now? Is there ruins or something? You put them in Martel and you have 350 gold heads. Well, do you have VIP 14? You also almost definitely got 12 before I did. I mean, I got it relatively recently, VIP 12. Can't wait till 100 spin on Thursday, first time you've done it. I'll warn you right now, it's almost always underwhelming. You go in there hoping to get all the gold heads in the world and you don't get them. You said no VIP 12? I mean, it could simply just be spending then. Have you bought a Writer of History? I laughed at your VIP. Okay, have you bought a Writer of History? Also, what did you say? You said you put them. I mean, I don't know what them is. I had to put 486, you know? So, like, I don't know. But I am a fully free-to-play guy. So, if you've bought a single Writer of History, that's immediately plus 10 over me. So, definitely is not as black and white, guys. When you're free-to-play, it's a hard life. Sadly, this is training day. If this was a research one, I would be potentially winning. Go here. Said you bought some bundles? Yeah, I mean, there you go. 100 spin egg, not wheel. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I think it's the accessory one, right? And so the accessory one, I'm going to 100 spin. So another question. Do you think it's worth putting 20 to 30k gems into VIP to get 14 before Zone 6 for the buffs, but without more than gems? if you could do it right now, I would do it. Like, even like tomorrow. I mean, each day you wait is another gold heads lost, you know? Forget the buffs. Each day you don't do it is another gold head you lose. It's a pretty good reason to do it just for that alone. How many KP did you make in KVK 1? So, our zone openings were at 2:50 a.m. for me on work days. So I only got about 60 mil KP. I think it was just about 60 mil. I do, however, have a lot of tier 5 kills. So I do feel the need to show that off. You get VIP 14 right now, but you have to save to 100 spin egg. I would do VIP, man. I think VIP is worth a lot more, Zeb. Oh wait, we'll win pre-KVK because of training day? 100%. 100%. That is our plan. You did 7k per day for more than gems and 12k second day? Nah, man, you misplayed that. I would have 25k'd each day and then finished the VIP on the second day. Yeah. If I could get VIP 14 right now, I totally would do that over doing the egg. Even though I want to do the egg. Max egg over VIP 14 is a hot take and a half. Can't be underestimating the gold heads. I mean, that's what we were just discussing, is I am in a pretty dire situation. Said you have to do egg, your equipment is kind of cooked. You only miss out around 15 gold heads or so. So like $7.50 basically. Roughly. Trade. Start another trade. 3-1. What else we got? Nothing. Can you send me your equipment? I'm kind of curious what you mean by cooked. What is cooked equipment? Is it worse than my siege gear? My siege setup? 18. It's not bad. Let's open this. Get some more chests. Keep the grind going. That's a good trade. What else we got? Anything else? Nope. Start another. This. You said, Zeb, what's your gear? Yeah. Think about it, your KVK or your equipment isn't cooked. You just want the best you can get. You want to go all out. And send if you want. Yeah, I'm curious. My gut tells me it's probably not that bad. And so you just want to do egg for the gambling. Which I wholeheartedly appreciate. I sincerely appreciate. But I have a feeling that there's no world you should be touching egg. Let me see. You're hoping to gain 150 mil KP this KVK? It's definitely possible in our KVK. It's definitely possible. We've got quite a KVK here. KVK 2 is always a fest of KP, you know? Our KVK is stacked. Yeah, it's not as stacked as my last one, but people are neglecting our KVK because of how crazy that one was. 1 second. But yeah, people neglect our KVK because of how crazy the 79 one was. And I think it's completely unfair. But it's okay. You know? You sent it in the group chat? Okay, let's take a look. Go here. Kraken. Let's see. This is Zeb's gear. Oh, it actually isn't that great. So what are you even going to do in Egg? It's not actually that great. So I could understand you wanting to upgrade. You want to beat DS so bad. Well, unfortunately for you, I'm not going to let that happen, you know? You think 86 KVK might be slightly bigger? I think we have bigger names in our KVK. That's the difference. Since you were in 08. Oh, why'd you migrate? Zeb, what are you going for? What is your egg plan? Egg will give you the blueprints for the Empire gloves and boots? Are you sure that's the one you guys have? I was like fairly certain it is a weapon accessory, at least for me. He said, well, 08 is Chinese? Really? Because I haven't found that in the slightest. It's like half Russian, actually. Which isn't, you know, my language anyways. But it's literally like half Russian. And the other half is like 40% English speaking, I would say. Probably 40%. I mean, I won't look for too long, but like if we go in here, like it's all speaking English. Like it's not. I think there's one thing of Russian. There's a couple of Russian, some Turk, some Viet. Like there's a whole lot of not Chinese. Did you have weapon accessory like we had last? We have boots, gloves, and leggings. Ah, okay. You throwing some leggings on your Martel? Yeah? Well, I guess you do you. How do you go about without auto-translate? It's funny, isn't it? Auto-translate's just such a new feature. I don't really care. When you were there, it was purely Chinese? Okay. Yeah, there's always a lot of migration in and out after KVK. And I think the top 2 and 3 alliances all are English speaking. That's interesting though. It is interesting. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I always worry about gold chest kingdoms. I think gold chest kingdoms are always scary because it does mean you guys have, like you meaning us, but it does mean we have stacked bags. But it also means you may have a bunch of farmers that are just here for the gold chest. So it's very hard to toe that line as a king, like when you're doing migration. So we kind of just have to see how people come out. And if you're like, that's complete BS, I mean, look at 79. They won, but they were missing about 200 of the players they expected. It was for that exact reason. Yeah, I do hear Steppenwolf is quite a good whale. So I am excited to see what happens with him. This. Crafted the shield, you're aboard. You crit it? No crit. But very good. Yeah, Duck, you're gonna cook your KVK. I mean, these aren't phenomenal. That's true, for sure. But yeah, you're gonna cook. So yeah, he's chill. Are you doing a video checking out all the kingdoms? I will be, yes, but I want to wait for the map. In other words, it'll be like the first day of KVK. Because otherwise I'm like making a video where I'm kind of just talking about it. Like it's not really fair, if that makes sense. Like what's the point of me being like, oh, 02 is going to be great, and then what if they get sandwiched between 98 and 10? You know what I mean? I think that's impossible as a map, but in theory, you get the concept, right? So don't worry about it. They won't make a huge difference anyways. Armaments are just luck. Armaments can make a very big difference. I don't know what you're talking about. You get the right inscriptions, armaments can be massive. Hey Mats, how you doing? Icy Duke is up to 135 chests. Very nice. Yeah, I'm going pretty slow this time. I'm only at 69. So, we'll definitely hit like 150 by then. That's kind of like the expectation, I think, for me right now. But yeah, we definitely are doing it a little more chill than last time, which is, I think, fine anyways, because I don't want to have no AP for Crystal Tech when we do get there. So, I'm okay with it. What are you saving the EXP books for? Well, it's not that I'm saving the XP books, it's what should I use them on? I don't have anything to use it on. Victor's at 160. Yeah, it makes sense. You guys are above us, so it makes sense. Who did I get a level on? Rejuvenate. Down here. Click. What should I spend the XP on? I mean, that's the question. This isn't even much for the record, but what is the... You haven't turned any in yet? You said, I'm doing okay. You have a headache, inflation in the knee, and matchmaking got messed up again. Other than that, you're doing great. Sounds like you're having a great time, Matt. Sounds like you're living the best life. How could life get any better than that? Am I right? I have a lot of materials, too, for you new guys here. I've got about 100... I don't know what I got, but I have enough. I have more than enough. I'm crafting the drums. Where's my... I handmade this new city landscape. And... yeah, I'm not adjusted. Yeah, I'm doing the drums. Where are they? So I've already got the legendary mats. Let's go here. Go share your commanders. Yeah, I'll take a look. Maybe I'll know who to target on the field. Haha. Except, not really. Oh shit, what am I doing? I knew that was weird. Hold on. Drums. Yeah, I was like, why is it so cheap? Alright. Ebony. Leather. Come at you? Sure. Let's see. Vic. Cooking. Dude, I would finish this. Oh my god, finish this. That's crazy not doing that. Zeus the goat. Got a 5544. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, you got some good stuff, man. I'll look at the other stuff in a second. I need to keep doing this. Can't stop maraudering. Let's go. You just want to flex? And then an expert YSG? Sure. Fair enough. Then, this is Vic here. You're missing out on 15 gold heads in exchange for like 20 mil KP. I don't know. We don't agree, but that's okay. Hey, Musa, what's up? So this is Vic's gear. It's okay. I mean, your armaments definitely leave something to be desired. But, yeah. How you guys doing? Everyone who's just joining. Me is here with your crew. What's up, what's up, what's up? How we doing? Oh, shoot. I should probably... if you die, that's fine. So this is our pre-KVK. We are grinding away at Marauders, calmly, just having a good time. We are 08, so we're top 3. we are, you know, kind of a whale cracking kingdom, not a activity quantity kingdom, if that makes sense. So the rankings do make sense. I will say 10, who is also our enemy, is massively overperforming, which is great for them, my enemy. I guess it's good that they'll show up. You know, we got a couple in the chat. Icy Duke, I believe, Victor as well. But yeah, so our allies for this KVK are 02 and 04. So we've got currently the top 3, 4, and 5 in activity. That's about it. You had a 50 crew before you close. Hopefully they'll show up. Oh, I appreciate it. How, 50's great, man. 50's great. Is it overperforming? We got 3 big alliances. Well, I mean, in terms of expectations of power and competition, you guys are overperforming. But I mean, what are your 3 alliances? Look at us. Like, we technically have 3 alliances. We've got 6.2 billion power before training day. 3.6 billion in our second, and then 3 in our third. So, like, are those your 3 alliances? Like, what do you guys got? It does depend. What are we defining as an alliance? And I don't think you guys are small at all. I just think it's impressive that you're overcoming an Imperium, right? Don't take offense to me saying you're doing well. You got a 5 billion, 3.6, and a 3.4. Sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, don't take offense that I said you are performing well. I don't think it's something to take offense to. I think we're overperforming. I think we are overperforming what I expected of us. I expected us to do really bad in this stage and then blow it out of the water in the next one. I think that's still what's going to happen. We're going to be... I mean, our king has like 5 billion... Or not 5 billion. 5 million gems. So 5 million gems of training he could do. On top of whatever speed ups he has. In theory, right? If he wants to do it, he can. So... I mean... Training shouldn't be too hard in this kingdom. We should be able to win this. Said, yeah, y'all are going to win pre-KVK by a mile. Yeah, it just depends on how much he wants to use. Like, maybe he wants to use 1 million for healing, so he doesn't do that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what exactly his plan is. I think the plan is just win pre-KVK, period. Like, whatever it costs, he's going to try to win. I think. But I don't know. I do not know. Alliance. Skillful will be done for war. Lovely. Love to see it. Love to see it. I will be doing some more flagging though. DS is insane. Yeah. Well, so the funny thing is, and the reason this KVK is more genuine and fun than 79's KVK is because DS has a like massive tier 5 account in 02. Who is our ally? I think it's big. I don't actually know, but I know he has a tier 5 account. Let me go see if I can find it quick. Kingdom overview. Come on. Alright, 02. Let me see if I can find it quick. Why are you so VIP focused over equipment? Because it is a lot harder to get gold heads and stuff than it is to get equipment and equipment events. Like, you're not doing a, you know, very specialized thing here. Is it Rod? Yes, it's Rod. It's not this? You're telling me DS isn't DS? Pretty sure DS is DS, probably, no? But I just think it's unlikely that they betray us. And that kind of secures that, at least, right? It means that 04 would have to betray us, which isn't impossible. But, you know, just see what happens. He was Rod in early days? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, he's crazy. DS does what DS does. You wouldn't be too scared of 04? Yeah? Well, they're my allies, so I hope you're going to tell me they're very scary. I don't want to hear you shouldn't be scared of them. It is the 3v5 KVK. And 3v5s are always incredibly difficult. Even just because of the mapping, you know? So you mean up until I have pretty much done VIP? I think my mentality, and I think most people's mentality here, is to get to VIP 14, and then you could do whatever the heck you want. I think that's what a lot of people think. Maybe your KVK 1 ally didn't do much. Well, they may have gone to big migration in. Let me look at the data. Commands. We sandwiched 03 and then nothing happened for this KVK. Who won that KVK? Was it? I guess it wasn't 03 then, right? 86. Oh. 02 won that KVK? Gotcha. Let me click open. Okay, let's do this. Do this. Do laptop screen. And hit it with this. Okay, so you can see here, 02 does have less data, or less KP. What this does tell you is that 10, right, is very impressive. And then obviously 08 and 98 are very impressive. So we have 10, or sorry, we don't have 10. We are 08, 73 billion KP. We are 25 billion KP, and we're 32 billion KP against the rest. 03 is not even on the list. Yeah, 03, when it comes to the top 400 scan, 03 is rough. Said 04 is more because 03 only fight them because they were stronger. Yeah, but at the end of the day, data is data. At the end of the day, you can tell that they have fought and they have the KP. It's not grossly impressive, but it's something. You don't know what Donald was doing? So what's funny, Zeb, what's actually funny is if you look at top 300, 03 is actually pretty high. It is very interesting, their data set, 03. It is incredibly slanted into the top 300. The second you go into the top 400 scans is when 03 looks terrible. 03 is like one real tier 5. Well, it's a BC KVK. They're all one Alliance Kingdoms. That's good. That's good. That's a big point in favor of 03 because they are small, but they have quality in terms of their KVK. So that's exactly what I would want to hear if I was 03. I don't want to be going against 3 Alliance Kingdoms as a B seed. Come on, guys. Trade. God, everyone is given this. I don't need it. Oh, wait. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they're all one Alliance Kingdoms, I think 03 is a very good potential to win their KV, or not necessarily win without seeing all the other data, but they have a very good potential to thrive at a minimum, right? But no, I mean, our KVK bracket is an interesting one. I think once I do the math of combining it all together, I think it's going to end up being a pretty even KVK. Then it's up to the Lilith gods to make us a proper map. Which I think I know the map. Should I just show the map that I think is the case? Or should I not show it? What do we think here? Because it could be 1,000,000,000% wrong. So I don't know if I should show it. Go up here. Map was leaked in LK chat. Well, I was sent one by someone that I don't know if it's... I didn't have the same map. Let me see. Let me see the one that's in LK chat. Is it in here? this one would put 12, 08, 02, 04. See, I have a different map than this. I agree on 08, 05, 09, 98, and 12. I don't agree on 10. I think I have the same map, but they were swapped. Something like that. That map is correct. I had these two swapped. You don't think that's right? You think this is it for sure? This is a super interesting map if it is the case. What DS send here? This 98 guy said, "Hey, maybe you won't see this. This is not a normal invitation from KVK2. You have the biggest whale in enemy kingdoms. He searches for big people that can defeat him." Okay, that's cool. It's cute, you know, it's cute. You don't know about 10 actually, but 08 and 98. Yes, I agree with you there. That would mean no fighting for 02 until Kingsland? That's not true. 02 would get to fight 10 and 05. What do you mean? They'd get to fight 10 and 05, and then they would go into zone 6s. There's no such thing as a Kingsland in this KVK. Here, let me pull up the map I thought. I guess it's not right. You meant if 04 was there? Well, everyone gets to fight in Kingsland. Or sorry, everyone gets to fight in Zone 6. Like, no matter where you are on the map. So, this is the map that I thought. Let me switch back to laptop. Oh, I lost the image. Hold on. This is the map I thought. But I guess you guys are telling me that's wrong. I agreed on 98. I agreed on 1208. I agreed on 9 and 05. But I swapped these two around. Because I was saying that you never played past KVK 1. Oh, sure. That's exciting then. This KVK is always a nightmare. It's like always betrayals and messes and all that stuff. But what's confusing to me is top 3 is usually here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 is above 02. But even if they weren't, didn't that map have 02 here? So how is that even possible? But I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I don't feel comfortable in my map either. So I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. I could be wrong. Wouldn't it be the first time I was wrong, believe it or not? When does it come out? So it's very dumb. It doesn't come out until we enter. When pre-KVK ends, it will come out. Let's go. Where's... What do they not exist? Marauders go extinct all of a sudden? I saw one up there. Guess I'll go over here. This is not terribly far. Let's go back to this scene. Okay. Alright, minimize. But yeah, it doesn't come out for a good minute. We got a lot of time. That's why I also don't want to make a matchmaking video, because what I'll discuss is going to be drastically different. You want it to be a 4v4, not a 3v5? I think a 4v4 would be too easy. I think it would be very easy for 08 to win in a 4v4. I think this setup makes it incredibly difficult, but otherwise it would have been far too easy. Maybe I'm being too cocky, who knows? Because part of the problem you have on this map is 09 and 05 are very much so lower. Not easy if 98 and 10 are together. You said 05 is not our ally? What do you mean by that? Awake could win 1v7? No. I don't even think we would win a 2v6. I don't think we could win a 2v6. I think it has to be what it is. Or 3v5. Or sorry, or potentially 4v4 for us to win. But I think 3v5 is the best KVK in this setup. But what do you mean 05's not an ally? What does that mean? They're not on our list of allies? Wait, so it's a 3v4v1? No, why wouldn't you ally with 05? That wouldn't make much sense. You need as much help as you can get here. Is this true? I mean, I've got like 5 people from my enemies here. Does anyone know if this is accurate? I mean, not your choice? That's so weird. So if your map, not you, but if that map is correct, that would put all of them as 1v1v1 in that zone. That would make that zone a 3 kingdom free-for-all zone. How do you even play that? God, free-for-all suck. That's super weird. How many forts have I done? Oh, it's a new Lucerne. Oh, that's funny. Let me see. You get 1 for that. 2 there. Also, Duck, if you're still here, you also get things like this, like 6 gold heads I don't get. You know, like that's honestly a pretty significant number of gold heads. Navars, it's a good thing this time. Yeah, there's a lot of gold heads I'm not getting that you are. So they would team up on the one in the middle? Yeah, but not if it's a 1v1v1. They'd have to, like, negotiate what's gonna happen. Like, they'd have to... I don't even know. I think you would fort... If you were 05, you would fort drop on the past 6. You'd fort drop in the middle on your side. And then you just try to build a little defensive shell. That's probably what you would do. You forgot how bad free-to-play is? Yeah, we get nothing, man. That's why even my VIP, like, there's like 10,000 VIP in the Lucerne that I don't get every single time. But I mean, I'm doing well now with the gold chest. It's helping. That's why free-to-play is such an achievement. That's why grinding as a free-to-play is such a respectable thing, you know? You do get a lot of materials from these Marauders too, by the way. I think I already just combined them, right? But definitely get a good amount. I'm at 75 chests. I want to double it by the end of the event. And I'm at 75 on day 1, so that should be possible. The new goal from last night is now 150 chests. And I've got to... Now I'm at like halftime, so I've got to get as many bonus points as I can here. Anything fun in here? Let me see. Lost Kingdom chat. Let's say... That's great. You haven't been home in... I've not been home in Art 15 chess. What in the world did you just say to me? Art? Art 15? Huh? Oh, you've not been home all day? 15 chess total you've gotten? Got it. Wow, what dead weight. Throw this guy out of the kingdom. Autocorrect did something weird. Yeah, autocorrect's rough. The thing is, as much as I get mad at my autocorrect, it also kind of carries. So I have a hard time saying, like, get rid of my autocorrect type thing. I did more than gems, right? Just double checking. Yeah. Okay, good. Also, Zeb, if you're still... Oh, no, you left. Yeah, if Zeb doesn't do VIP 14 right now, he's dumb. He's going to get another 8 from this. I mean, why would he not do it now? That's crazy. They just made you R4 without asking, so you guess they like you? I need a list of where all you guys are at. You're in 12, right? Or are you in 9? You're in 9 or you're in 12? Which one are you in? I really hope you don't say neither. Alright, I'm a little weak. I think I need to go back. You're in 9. Okay, that's what I thought. Gabriel's in 02, right? And then Icy Duke and Vic are in 10. And then everyone else I think is in 08. I think that's correct. Some fat speed ups and resources. I'll open some. Yeah, we're doing much better on resources now. I'm pretty pleased. We got almost 1,300 gems from just the Marauders. Pretty good. Seem to be stacking everything besides the one I need, though. Now I can put a marker on you to scout. True. Yeah, I'm excited to be in a KVK with you guys. It's gonna be fun. I will turn off my scout notifications, though, if you do scout me like that. I'll just straight up turn it off. Ay, ay, ay. Let me... I'm gonna scout you every second on the first day. Man, I'm gonna drain everyone's gold. All your gold is gonna go away because you're scouting me. Let's see. 98. God, imagine having auto barbs right now. That would be nice. It looks like 10 slowed down a little bit because I think we caught up a bit. 98 slides into a big downtime after reset. We're not going to catch them, but we can close the gap a little. I think if the gap is within 100 mil, we'll be fine. If it's over 100 mil, it's going to be rough. You got downtime right now? Yeah, that's what I was just kind of noticing. Because you guys definitely slow down. How many do we have on? I'm curious. We got 60 people on still? It's not bad. Could argue it's a downtime. Okay. So yeah, I think my next tech in a day and 15 hours is going to be finishing attack, finishing defense for all, and that's probably it. Because that'll be like 80 days of speed ups conservatively. That'll be 12 days from here. So I'll have like 68 days left from here. So I'll do both those and I'll still be more than safe. And hopefully I get another 30 days or so from Marauders. At least 30. I'm definitely getting 30. DS can easily do over 100 mil. He has, besides whatever many days of speed ups he has probably around 5 million gems. Considering he dropped like 60 gold chests yesterday, and he had a lot more before that, I think that's where he's about at. I know a week ago he had 3.6 million. So he's definitely chilling on the gem count. And again, speed up wise, he can definitely push. So I think we're gonna win. I think it's just a decision for them. How is it free to play? Did you get into the main alliance? Well, I don't think I think they value a lot more than just power, you know? I think they value your daily activity in forts, which I was top 120 in the whole kingdom. So that puts me in the number. I'm also doing territory and a bunch of other stuff for them. So that helps. You know what I mean? Lucky? No, I mean, basically what I'm saying is it's not luck and I'm putting in work. And they're benefiting from my work, and so there you go. It's not how it is here. Oh, well, that's a shame. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it was before I got here, but this is how they've been doing it since I've been here. So basically, DS free to play. Yep, 100%. I love that thing. What else do you say? Top 120, step it up. Well, the only reason I didn't get more than what I got is because of the, what's it called, event. We have that barbing event for the holiday. The Sun Tzu thing, not holiday. DS keeping his gems a secret. Show to Petrus and boom, everyone knows. Was it a secret? I don't think it was a secret. What's the benefit of keeping it a secret? Everyone knows he's going to push. If a 250 mil KVK 1 player doesn't push, what is going on? I don't think anyone believes he wasn't pushing. But again, like, you guys, you can't sleep on everyone else. What about Perkanda, you know, or however it's pronounced? I think a lot of the other guys probably won't because they're getting troops back. Like Mosey, for instance. Mosey gets like 30 million power back. Pookie is definitely getting a whole bunch. So, what is my main troop type? I am a siege main. I'm a siege main. Tier 4 siege. That's my main. I run a Martel Sun. Martel Sun with backup gear. And then Catherine Narcissus with my main gear set. My armaments are pretty good. We got some big upgrades recently. Pretty content, I guess I would say. And I have a lot of room for growth too. I mean, if I get one good armament in this slot, my numbers are way higher. This one I'd love to replace because these two are dead slots, but 1.5 all damage. So, are you gonna get Gaja on season 3? Yeah, so I'm definitely doing Gaja Cordoba, but I have to figure out how to play it. Because as we've discussed earlier, there is a whole bunch of issues now that I've realized, or been told, for free to play with the swap event. Because I can only swap one commander if I do an expert. So I do wonder the benefit if I did like, not Thutmose, but I did like a 5-4-1-1 commander, did a 5-4-1-1 commander, and didn't do Martel. And then I used gold heads to get my siege to, I don't know, like 5-5-1-1, 5-5-1-1. Along those lines, forget the exact numbers. Like, I do wonder if that does make sense for me. But it's all going to come down to ticket cost. Because I'm worried now. Like, if I swap my Martel, I get, let's say, an expert Gaja. And then I have 300 gold heads by then. If I use 300 gold heads, it's not going to get me that far. So I could prep for a wheel. The other problem is if I do get rid of... Like, the other problem there is if I do get rid of my Martel, and we're in a situation... You said as a free-to-play, you can only get one swap if you're getting expertise. Rough. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because the other issue I have, and honestly the bigger issue, is if I get rid of Martel, I have literally nothing usable on the field. I have one siege march that I'm just praying to God I can use. But what if we can't get out of our cities? I just can't cheeseburger. So I'm almost leaning towards the first option I said. But I have to see. It's going to be tough, so I have to see. You're already saving gems now? How much does one ticket cost? I know I have to buy 120 of them. Gee, hold on. Let me see something quick. Bear with me, guys. I don't think I have a swap event, but I want to see. Butthurst is cooked. I don't think I'm cooked. I think I could figure it out. Let's see what this character has, if it has any events. I will say, though, you can easily get Gajar Kadoba to 1111 by getting level 60. It'll only cost about... So why does everyone use this 1111 thing? This is confusing the hell out of me. It's so confusing. I gotta like learn this event. I don't even know the event. Oh, we're in KVK. Makes it cheaper than if it was 1000. So you're saying... Okay. I think I see what you're saying. So you're saying if I got... Oh, I don't have a swap. Damn, I thought I did for a second. Yeah, none of these are swap, right? This is a reset. Damn. Okay. Alright, let me... I don't think either of them have it. I'm not even gonna look. Why don't I use this count? Because I already have my main, which is 115 mil. And I have my free to play, which is 27 mil. So I don't need to play either of these. If you get a commander to 5111 before swapping it with an expert commander, it costs a lot less. It may be doable then. So how do you get them first? I guess that is a good question. How do I get them to then make them 1111? Because I always envisioned you just swap to get them. But how do I unlock them to then do that? Because I understand what you're trying to say. You're saying you could basically fake it like their skills by having it 1-on-1. Hall of Heroes and Get Lucky. Those are not two different answers. You get them by getting these tokens. Okay, so you use tokens to buy them, and then when you buy them, oh, you're talking about Gathering of Heroes. Gathering of Heroes, because I've seen that event before. Is that what we're talking about? Gathering of Heroes? You said or 5-on-1, then it costs like 12 tickets? Okay. Gathering Heroes is the only way to get them. Yes, lol. Yeah, Hall of Heroes is where you get your dead troops back. Okay, alright. So I can try to figure it out. Maybe I could game the system. I'd really like not to lose Martel. Like, I truly do wonder if I could figure it out without losing him. But it doesn't really seem that likely. I could probably stop leveling her. Why are you using Markswoman? Because I don't really have many Peacekeepers. But yeah, you're right. I mean, CC is not leveled. Mulan's not leveled. And I will have to do CC, so I should probably just pull the Band-Aid. He said, hey, we're allies. How's your pre-KVK going? You're from 902. Welcome, welcome. Got our second 902 person here. It's good, though. It's going well. I mean, like I said earlier, we're not an activity kingdom. We are very much so a whale kingdom. So the fact that Sorry, I always say activity. Quantity. We are not a quantity kingdom. We are a whale kingdom. So it is very impressive that we are top 3 considering that. But, you know, again, 98 with a decent showing overall. I'm a little surprised because they are like a 4 alliance kingdom. So I thought they were going to be like 100 mil away by now. So you'll just swap CM 5515 and CC 5242. Quality over quantity, we're always prioritized. Or we've always prioritized. Yeah, I'm all here for quality over quantity. I'm here. That's kind of what I do, right? I have one very, very niche, very expert set. Quality over having too good quantity, you know? I'll have to do the math, though, on all that swap stuff. It's definitely dicier than I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you that much. But again, I have like 60 days until I have to worry about that. Let's go here. They should have a gold commander, gold chest siege person. That would be sick, wouldn't it? That'd be very nice. One day. Maybe one day. And by the time they do that, he will be totally irrelevant for me. Because I'll be an SOC. They do? No, they don't. Mary and Archimedes are not in the Gold Tavern. Aren't Pepin and that other guy? No, they're gathering. Echo. It's funny. He really said Pepin and that other guy. Whatever it's worth, the other guy you're asking about is Casimir, but they're both gathering. That other guy. Well, we can look, just out of curiosity. This is the guy you're talking about. And I don't think these work, right? Because you can't use active skills in V formation. Sadly. And this is Pepin. What you could do is Martel. Martel works in Siege pretty well. I did think about making two different siege marches for this KVK. One being not Casimir. One being Catherine Martel. The other being Narcissus Scipio. I did think about that. Or just, you know, Narcissus Matilda or something like that. But I decided, again, quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. So, you know, Pepin is Charles' dad and Charles is Charlemagne's dad? Yeah, we've talked about that quite a bit. Because I didn't know that, and then someone told me that. Which kind of blew my mind. Where am I? Here we go. You're in F/OR. A new bet idea with Jeff? Interesting. What is this? What is going on here? A $10 bet if you gets 200 mil. I'd give you 10 if you got 100 mil. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Oh, what the hell is going on there? Okay. Let's go there. Yeah, we are properly on the grind right now. You know how it is. I'm just leaning back on my chair. I ran out of water, so I'm dying of thirst. We are surviving. Killing all the Marauders. Committing genocide against Marauders. Do this one. Echo made a bet with Jeff where he gets 300 mil KP, gets $10. It's possible. He definitely has the fighting. Is he 1 March though? If he's 1 March, it's not happening. If he's 2 Marching, he may be able to. The fighting isn't the issue. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's very rough. Your auto Marauders while watching? I wish I could do that. I wish I could auto Marauders. I do not have that. Very sad. Let's do one more. Yeah, no one wants this. Or everyone doesn't. Everyone is missing this one piece. Echo says he isn't paying you because you're farming in a B seed. I mean, kinda true, Duck. Kinda true. You're gonna obliterate people. But still, this gear and commanders, he's not gonna get it. If he's, yeah, 1 March, he's not gonna get it. 2 Marches, I believe it's possible. You're 21st? Wow. That's nice. 21st, huh? Let's take a look. Yeah, look at you right there, no 2. Yeah, without auto barbs, it's just it's a bit of a drag, you know? It's a bit of an exhausting drag. Where is my... Let me sit up. Hold on. I'm missing something. Okay, there we go. Let's go down here. Wait, what? You fought in K1 and barely got 220 mil KP, whole KVK, while with fighting and over 70 hours of fighting. Yeah, but I think he had good numbers for his KVK. Like, he had good fighting, and I don't think his numbers were low. But it is true that now he's fighting stronger opponents. Hey Shancer, how you doing? Why no auto barbs? Because I am a free-to-play, that is why. Shancer is also in my kingdom in 3908. I almost said 38. 3908. I believe Shancer has his own YouTube, which you should check out at some point for sure. And yeah. You said there's a King of the Nile KVK. You haven't seen one around for ages. Yeah, no one wants that thing. I am my kingdom's registering tides, I believe. I believe we are registering tides. So, if you have a main registering tides, I am ready to throw hands with you. So, he's gonna fight guys with like 5 tier 5 marches who can cook you. Yeah, he will. But the good news is his side is gonna be the winning side. So he will always be fighting into decent trades in ball fights. Because he's gonna catch them always on the back foot. That's just kinda how it works. You hope Song of Troy is around still when you get to SOC? Yes, they're not getting rid of it. It's like a permanent mode now. I still haven't got to play it yet. I've been dying to play it. What's up, Wilds Machi? How you doing? said, to be honest, in your eyes, there's no way he gets it. No, I don't think he does. 300 million is crazy. I think he could do 200 million, but 300 million is a lot. Especially with, like, very little Zone 5 fighting. You're going to go Sun Tzu Prime and QSH with the Switch? That is not... Well, okay. Sorry. Yes. You're okay. I'm with you. I thought you meant pairing them together. I was like, why the hell would you do that? You're going to go GG? Honestly, I'm a GG hater, and I already spent like 500 gold heads or 600 gold heads on them. I don't think GG is a good investment. I think I'd argue Arthur's better. Well, obviously Achilles is the best, but he's incredibly expensive from what I've learned. Doing fine, just Marauders all day? Sounds like a good day to me. I enjoy doing Marauders. I'm just like oddly tired right now, which isn't helping. I'm oddly tired. I'm doing manual barbs. QSH and Sun Tzu with Relic? What are you talking about? Sun Tzu Relic? What the hell are you talking about? Sun Tzu? Huh? Arthur's falling off? He is. Achilles is the best investment right now. The problem with Achilles is he is super expensive to get. And then I strongly don't like GG. I know that he's not bad, and I use him on my main, on my meta marches. He is used. But I don't like him. I wish I didn't invest. I wish I just did Attila or something. But I also already have Attila, so that's part of it. Should Duck, you get around 300 mil KP in your seed, but you need lots of fighting. Yeah, well, Duck is the opposite fighting, or opposite problem, which is what you just said. Is I don't think Duck's gonna have enough chance to get fighting. What about Subutai? If you're not a rally lead, I would not touch Subutai. I think that would be a really bad investment. Probably even worse. GG's not bad, it's just he's single target, which is already limiting his longevity. And he's directly made to be paired with Achilles. So the problem is, if you're not using Achilles, then you're kind of missing out on the main purpose of getting GG to begin with, which is sustainability for a glass cannon like Achilles. His healing factor? Yeah, but if he keeps you alive and you're not doing any damage, it's kind of pointless, right? That's the point, is his healing factor thing, which isn't a true heal, but his healing factor thing keeps alive Achilles to then keep dishing out damage. Hey, welcome to the channel. New sub. Love to see it. But that's the question, right? So if you're using his healing factor to stay alive, who are you staying alive, or who are you staying alive for? Yeah. What's the point of staying alive in that context? I still think he's a meta commander just because of him being new and not many better options. But I don't believe in him as a general commander investment. I am a GG hater. Do I have a trade up? So GG's a beast for swarming flags. He is good for swarming flags, but how many people are truly swarming flags, right? Probably someone who's, not asking this question. Because if you are swarming flags, you're probably just, and meaning, in other words, you have Crystal Tech and you're a whale and all that stuff. You're probably just going with Achilles, because you can get that high in the tier. Getting closer to 1.5k subs? Yeah? That's sick. We just hit 1.2 yesterday, I believe, so that was exciting. I'll show off how much AP I have in a second here. Not a ton, but still a good amount. I would assume this is over 100,000 still. Probably. I don't actually know. I think March 6th I get YouTube monetized, but until that day, we are using Buy Me a Coffee, which you can see the link occasionally in chat, but also in the description and on screen. So until I get YouTube sorted out with whatever issues I'm having there, which I think is March 6th-ish, you'll have to use that link. And I've got all sorts of cool perks on there, so feel free to check it out. Bro begging for money? Is it begging for money to say, come check out the support link? It's okay. You don't have to do it. I don't give a shit. Some cool stuff on there. I don't really care if you do it or not. Not gonna hurt me. Be right back. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll see you around. JK. Yeah, it's all good. I don't care. I'm just tired. You know how it is. There's Streamlabs. I love that bot, man. I set that bot up recently. I used to pin the link to the Discord every single time, and it was kind of annoying because there was another thing to do at the start. And now this just automatically sends the links out. I think it's every like 25 minutes or something. I think that's what I have it set to. So that's super convenient. Oh, 03 is last? Whoa, you guys have such a close KVK. Or pre-KVK. That's crazy. You guys dropped from like, what, 3rd to 8th in 03? I mean, you'll go right back up. It's beyond close. That's interesting. I'm curious how training's gonna be. That's very, very interesting. 03 are big noobs. Well, they do have smoothies. It does track. No fight from them. KVK 1. Well, Kingdoms change a lot from KVK 1 to 2. I will say that. Like 1 to 5 people would make a difference in that KVK. Yeah, I mean, if you send like Noose into that KVK, he's slaughtering everyone. Same goes for half the other people. You had to try to get Smoothie in the kingdom? Well, he needed a kingdom, so you did a very nice thing, Duck. And now he's restarting, so it took you 3 days. Damn. You don't know why you did it? I mean, it's good to have active players. Even if he's just keeping the chats active, I think it does go a long way. V-Rock. Rock is in ROK. What's up, what's up? Ooh, we got an inactive guy. That's surprising. Was planning to support, but won't accept your card? Damn. Why is that? That's bizarre. That is very bizarre. Kick him? Yeah. No, I'm kicking him. Don't you worry, I'm kicking him. Which sucks, because that means this guy didn't get any of the gold chests. He probably would have logged on for like 120 gold chests if he did. That's wild. Imagine missing out on that because you were inactive. 120 gold chests is account changing right there. You are mean for that? Listen, he's not on for 4 days. It's not like it's 10 hours. It's 4 days. Rest in peace is 120 gold chests. What do you mean? From who? We got a total of 83 gold chests in the last 24 hours. I think it was 83 gold chests in 24 hours. Oh, I got another one. So 1 goldie. Where are they? 2 goldies. There's a whole line of them. 3. None of those are DS. So DS get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I could keep going. I'm not going to do this forever. But that was one grouping. There was like 2 big groupings. There's another one. Here's another grouping. You got 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get the idea. 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it keeps going. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, it keeps going. You get the idea. A lot more. Is it? Yeah, it's the same DS. DS has an account in both kingdoms. Am I monetized yet? I am fully at the requirements by far for monetizing. I am very much so able to be monetized. I have an issue with Google linking to YouTube where I can't be monetized until the I can't be monetized until probably March. So until March, I have that buy me a coffee link where, you know, if you'd like to support, you're welcome to. Said not 120 because they expire after a day. That's true. So yeah, it's probably like 83, 85 you missed out on, something around there. I mean, we just got another, right? That's why I said 85. Richard is goated for this kind of stuff. He's good for chaining. I don't know if he's too great for Marauders, but he's good for chaining. How to spend in your kingdom? I mean, he has 3 over 100 mil accounts, which is crazy. And then he has a 71 mil in yours. He said you also have that thing where you made 2 accounts while only 1 is allowed, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. Smoothie, you're not gonna have building speed. What are you talking about? You guys will train a whole bunch, I'm sure. Talk to me after you guys do training. That's when it's really determinative. You have with Marauders, he heals too quick to lose stuff. Oh, that's good. I mean, I guess if you're micromanaging it, it would be good. But outside of that, because it's like you're gonna 5 march like this, so if he's healing this march and this march dies, I want to go reset anyways. We don't have a lot of whales. There's like no whales in your bracket. I think there's like 1 maybe, right? How many troops do I have? Well, I have a lot of slightly wounded. There's no good way to show you. What's up, Noah? How you doing? So never mind then. Thought you said you had that a few weeks ago. I just don't know what you mean. If you're trying to ask about this, the fact that I have 4 characters in the kingdom, I've done that. I have 4 characters in this kingdom, if that's what you're referring to. Talking about my YouTube channel? How does... Oh! Yes, Mats, yes. I think I fixed that, but I need to wait until March 6th for Google to reset, basically. That's kind of the details. How does... So, 00 has 300 mils? That's crazy. How you doing, Noah? You said pre-KVK predictions? I think we're going to win for sure. I mean, the amount of training my kingdom's capable of doing is pretty wild. What I think is going to be interesting is seeing who leaves every kingdom during KVK. Just as we saw with, 79 having a big whale leave, which is actually came here. Like, it's going to be curious to see what happens. I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about all the kingdoms. You have 370 mil people, but 2 are inactive. That sucks. Do you have farms for this account? I have 3 farms, correct. Is it nice because he tried so many things that didn't work? Yeah, I think it'll work now. I think I just tried too many times in too short of a period. So I think I figured it out. I think it's set up, but I need to let like a 40-day period or something pass. So I'm waiting till then. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. You just got a gold chest? Nice. Enjoy. You think 08 will win KVK? I mean, I like to think so. But I think it is a little too early to tell. I think after Zone 5, we'll get a much better idea, you know? I mean, hell, give me the map and we'll talk about it. 08, 02, 04 will win, of course. I think it's interesting, right? Because, to my knowledge, 98 should be strong enough to basically to be like 45% to 55% against us. I don't know. I have to look into their kingdom a little more. But they do have a lot more people than us. And that is a relatively important thing. If no one betrays y'all, says my ally. What the hell? What do you mean if no one betrays y'all? You're my ally. You're not gonna betray me, right? Right? But no, there's also 04, obviously, and but no, I don't see a world that 02 would betray us. I don't see it. I personally don't see it. Who do you reckon wins your KVK? I don't know your KVK well. I'm sorry. I don't pay attention to BCs too much. Victor said 98 and 10 will win. I don't know. We'll see. The thing about 02 is that DS literally has a 71 mil account there. So it would be very weird for them to betray us. He said now 02 won't and 04 won't. We're also close with them. Yeah, well, part of the beauty, guys, of having 3 kingdoms is like, if we get the star, we'll get like star and honor and maybe like, I don't know, RCF, like something. We'll get a few different rewards, maybe a circles reward, stuff like that. And then the other 2 people get all of the gold head rewards, like all the good ones. You know, they'll probably get sanctuaries, like things like that, right? So I don't know what the Diplo is going to be. But when you have 3 kingdoms, you can do some really good deals. That's why it's so annoying when you have like 4 kingdoms or 5 kingdoms. Because the reward Diplo becomes a nightmare. And the only reason it was a problem with 65 and 79 is because one ally was equal to the other. But here 08 is like a lot stronger. So there shouldn't really be much argument over the star. And then we could figure out the other awards later. That doesn't mean that the kingdoms won't betray, go to the other side, try to get the star, whatever. But I personally am not too worried for this KVK. The other side would probably betray each other. It's possible. But I think, again, it's a similar thing where I think that 98 is so much stronger than the other side. Other kingdoms. So it would have to be like, let's say in a crazy world we lost, it would have to be like 10 lets us back in exchange for the star, and then we go kill 98 or something. But I don't think it's likely. That's the problem. You couldn't do it secretly. No, I mean you could. You could. It's just you'd have a 71 mil rogue in your kingdom. I don't think you would want a 71 mil rogue. What else do we say? $98 could get like Ego and not let people get rewards. I assume Ego's a player. I don't know who that is, but yeah, I mean we'll see. Most likely 05 and 09 will be offered no rewards. Or like 1 RCF or something. In other words, the absolute minimum. V-Rock said, maybe it's a goofball question, but what's your opinion on Rise of Kingdoms in general as a game? Free to play, friendly in the pilot situation. Do you think it's dead? Okay, I hate when people say it's dead. It is so dumb. Because the amount of active players And the amount of money spent in this game is disgusting. Look at the 93 KVK. Everywhere on your screen is a player that spent over $500,000. It's very far from dead. It is absolutely not at its peak. It is not at its peak. But just because it's not at its peak doesn't mean it's dead or die. I hate that. A lot of people say that. It is not you. It is a lot of people saying that. It drives me nuts. As far as piloting, I hate piloting. I think it would be great if they got rid of it. I don't think they're fixing it personally. I don't think that's happening. And then what was the other thing? Free to play friendly? Yeah, I mean, this game's not free to play friendly, right? I mean, I've had to work my ass off to keep my account good. And I don't even have like half the things that I would if I was actually good. But I mean, I've said it a million times. The way this game works is you spend money to time skip. So if you don't spend the money, you're spending the time. If you don't spend the time and you don't spend the money, then you're a bad player. I have 53. Whoa. I didn't realize that. Let's go open 5. It's kind of unfortunate. Let's do that. Let's do this. Then this. Then this. Then cancel for now. Actually, I don't need to cancel that. Let's do that. Back. Exchange. More free to play than other games in this genre. It's more free to play than some games. A lot less free to play than others. It just depends on how you look at it. I think things like the cost of healing tier 5 are one of the issues where where even if you do spend, it's not like you spend and then you're done. It's like massive expense just to use what you've spent. So Echo said piloting makes so much more money, or so much money. No way whales should spend as much as they do if there was no pilots to play for them. Well, I think if you're gonna play a game, go play a game. I don't believe in, like, it's like me. I have 50 grand spent in this game. A pilot has never played for me. Ever. Because why would I spend the money to then go let someone else have fun and play for me? Why would I let someone have fun on my dime? I don't get it. I think it's stupid. I get the necessity of it. I mean, I totally get the necessity, which is why it's you know, quote unquote okay that it's there. Like, there's nothing that there's everything in the game requires piloting. I don't do it and I suffer because of it. But if I wanted to be in a bigger good kingdom and be a good weight account like my main, I would have to pilot. You don't think this game can die? Lilith wants more money, so we'll keep doing new servers, and people like DS and Noose will keep spending. Yeah. But also keep in mind that, like, Noose isn't even remotely in the same category as DS. Like, they're in different worlds of spending, those two. But yeah, 100%. You said, I mean, yeah, bro, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you believe or do. True. Very true. I mean, my opinion's just my opinion. It's not going to make any changes. It doesn't really matter. Brock said, I agree, but I believe there was once a time where money equals time, and now it's money is greater than time. I don't think I agree. I don't agree. I think it's pretty much been the same. Can you give me an example of a difference from, you know, back in the day to now? Money is never equal time. Yeah, I don't think they ever equaled. I think money was always a checkpoint, a shortcut, all the words, right? Did we have Stepwolf, but versus DS, he's a very low spender. He's probably like Noose. Noose is a respected spender, but he's not DS. This is good. I'm almost at 90 on the, I'm almost there on the first day. Trade some around just to help out. But yeah, if you could think of any examples, I'd be very interested in hearing what you could come up with. Down here. I'm trying to think myself. That's why I'm getting a little quiet. I don't know. Was there anything that money equaled time? Honestly, if anything, this game has become more free-to-play friendly. So I'd say I'd make an argument that money is worth less nowadays. And not even by a little bit, like a decent amount. Just depends how far back you go. Like, think about it this way. Back in the day, there was no troop return. Who do you think was affected more by no troop return? Spenders or free to play? Resource return just came back in, recent history. It's a massive help for both people. You don't have to farm as much. You don't have to buy as much. You got a buff resource return? Yeah, it should be at least 30%. Right now it's 10%. It should be at least 30. That's my argument. I think 30, 35, 40% would be a decent number. What I would rather is them give us a 10% speed ups return. That would be sick. 10% speed ups return would go such a long way. Any new trades? Could be there. No! Zeb is back. Welcome back. I forgot what I said. I said something about you earlier. I don't remember what it was. You think because they keep coming out with more and more commanders, it's impossible for you to play to keep up? So here's the thing. How is that any different than the past? How is that different than what it used to be? Why is troop return less in the early game? Like, that makes no sense. I think because I don't know. I think one is that they try to sell you those scrolls in KVK 1. I think 2 is that KVKs are more deads oriented later on. Like, they push you to do swarming and that sort of thing because of Crystal Tech. But yeah, but no, I don't actually agree. The more I think about it, Vrock, I really don't agree. What about the fact that Crystal Tech is more free to play friendly than ever, right? There used to be a time where there was simply less commanders. I mean, kinda. Not really. You always needed 2 commanders per march. You always needed 10 commanders on the field. But it's just, people have to think about... I almost made a video on this, and I may still. People have to think about it in a more realistic sense. Should a free-to-play player who has put 0 cent into this game be able to field 3, 4, 5 marches? No. They should be able to field 1 to 2 marches. And then let your spenders be able to field more. But a good free-to-play should be able to field like 3 marches pretty easily. Free-to-play good time right now because they can run 2 crazy marches for cheap in SOC. Yeah, they have QSH YSG because everyone should have gotten YSG if you were a good free-to-play because you would have wanted to be chaining and that's why you got YSG. And then you have... I don't know. What's the second one that you're referring to? 2 cheap, crazy marches? What is the second one? QSH YSG is a great example. I can't think of a second one. Sun Tzu Prime? How's he cheap? He's not cheap at all. He's far from cheap. Sun Tzu Prime with 5511 BQ is super solid. Yeah, but I don't think that's worth it for a free to play. Like I wouldn't 5511. I think that's how you get in trouble with your investments. Traded QSH level in 2377 KVK. I don't know. I'm a hater of doing like half-ass investing. I think you either invest or you don't. Like I'm not investing. You don't mean that the commander itself is cheap, but like, I mean, they don't need crazy equipment to trade well. Okay, I could understand that. Yeah, I have an expert BQ, expert Liu, LC, and I decided to skip Sun Tzu, which is devastating, but I felt like I had to. Good old Sun Tzu Prime. You got the X. Let's be honest, you just hate infantry. I'm not even talking about the troop type. I'm talking about the investing. Like, for instance, I will be able to run... Oh, no, shit. God damn it. Just wasted my AP. I will be able to run 2 marches right now. 2 good commander marches. But the second I get to KVK 3, I'm probably not going to try to do that. And I'm just going to run 1 good march. I will try to figure something out for cheeseburgering, but for now, it's not it. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see, click this. Any good free-to-play can get 2 marches expert for KVK 4 SOC. How? I mean, Zeb, you just say things. You just say things sometimes, man. Sid, I'll tell you right now, in KVK 3, any non-SOC commander is getting obliterated. Yep. I think the only exceptions are like cheeseburger stuff like Martel. Yes, this is a KVK2. I have a SOC account and a KVK2. Are you going for Siege March in KVK3 or trying Imp Cav? No, I am a full-on Siege main. Anything else I do is secondary. I'm a Siege main for sure. Said, I mean, you nearly have 1 March expertise free to play and you haven't even finished KVK 2. But that's the point is I don't have gold heads, dude. Again, let's say I do this. I swap Martel, I get Gaja. I have an expert commander. So Gaja is now expert. We'll just look over here. I have 288 gold heads. I'll have like 350, let's say 400 even. So then I'll have a non-expert second commander. So how exactly am I going to get another 690 for another commander, another 690 for a secondary, and finish Cordoba. How do you think I'm doing that? If I migrate back like 3 times, which I may, we'll see, I'll be able to. But otherwise, I don't think so. VVROK says, I actually did some research, and yeah, low-key improved a lot for free-to-play. Maybe you romanticize the early times, but you feel like in general, there was never as many tier 5 players in KVK 2 as now. Okay. I don't agree with you literally at all. You are so not on the same page as me. It is crazy. I don't know if you like took a break so you like forgot, but I will remind you, VVROK, that until I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you could migrate back your SOC accounts to KVK 2. So you would literally be an SOC level account in a KVK 2, VIP 18, 5 marching. You don't remember that many? You don't remember that? It used to be literally awful. KVK 2 used to be borderline unplayable for natives. It was basically an unplayable KVK. It was like a god tier game fix. Not a fix, a change. Zeb said, I think I mean more SOC than KVK 4 because everyone should repeat. Yeah, I mean, sure. If I end up chronically repeating, which I very well could, it is possible. Magic said you have to look at the 60-day limit. That's only for KVK 2. It's different for later KVKs. Giannis said because you can swap 2 commanders, the second one doesn't need to be maxed. So I will not be able to do that if I swap my Martel. It was a big source of discussion earlier in stream. 120 tickets is the cost to swap the expert commander. So if I swap him, I can't get the second one at all. So I have to think about it. Yeah, Echo's agreeing with what I said. What's up, Sorry Vault? How you doing? You think making that change is one of the best things to ever happen in this game? And it's made them a lot of money? I don't actually know if it's made them a lot of money, because the amount of passports people buy to migrate is a huge thing. But it's definitely made more competitive KVK 2s. It saved KVK 2 from itself. That's true. I don't know which one I'm attacking. I guess I'll just hope it's this one. Yeah, there we go. I did it right. Yay. Only when you do a 1000 commander swap. So are we saying if I do a 5555 to a 1111 commander, I can do another commander? Yeah, I need to like break out a book and start doing math here. So nah, think about it. Why would Mengo or DS ever make a new account when they're just gonna lose? Well, they wouldn't lose. They just recruit SOC players. But no, I mean, I don't disagree. Sorry Vault is restarting in 4025. Alright. Cool. Very cool. Grab them. Alright. What you can do is swap a 555 with a 2111 commander, and it's only 72 tickets. And then I would swap my other one. I see. Okay. So I can't do what you just said exactly because I don't have that. right now, I think my best swap would be Martel, 5 all expert, and then CC, so 5-4-1-1. It's gonna be 5-4. I'm 2 heads away. So wait, would I be better off not finishing CC? Would I be better off not finishing CC? Because then I would have technically 2 less skills and it's like cheaper swapping. Does that make sense? Am I right? Let's do this. You just need the XP and stars to get a commander to 6 stars. No, get CC as far as you can. Okay. Interesting. So why does he have to be 6 stars? Don't you just need the 4th skill unlocked? Yeah, I'm not listening to Zeb. Don't you worry. I'm doing my own research. I'm not gonna do CC for now. I don't think that makes sense. If we're saying the cheaper it is, or the less skills, the cheaper it is, why would I do it? Not 6 stars, just 4 stars. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That makes sense too. Don't worry, guys. Everything I hear, I'm gonna, double check. I'm not gonna just blindly listen. So don't worry. So yeah, just the 4 stars. You can do the commander star trick and get a level 10 commander 4 star. Yeah, I'm gonna have the XP and all that anyways, so that's not a problem. I've already finished leveling all the commanders I need for this KVK. And I am saving up my experience now. I've got a decent amount. Stars do need work, but they're good enough to get the 4, absolutely. Open these. No, I didn't mean gold heads. That's not what I meant. I just meant unlocking the last 2 slots. That's what I meant. I'm gonna look into it though. I'm not sure. I don't actually know the answer. I actually just ransacked myself. That's so funny. What marches are running as a free-to-play anyway? You're going to a B seed as tier 5 with 2 other tier 5 for your repeat K2. You think it's a good idea if you want to chill? Well, it definitely doesn't guarantee you're getting the K2 rewards. I'll warn you of that. K2 is very unpredictable, so keep that in mind. But as far as if it's a good idea, that's just totally dependent on the brackets and your interests. As far as my marches go, Pret, I'll just call you Pret. I've got a 5-5-5, well, expert Martel. I run a Martel Sun right now. It's a pretty good march, Martel Sun. It's very free-to-play friendly overall. And then my main march, my top 1 siege main march, is Catherine Narcissus. I do Catherine first because I favor the DPS. And I gear for needing tankiness, so it works. Ooh, excuse me. I thought you meant to do... what's better, Sunwise G as free-to-play or low spender? Oh, what's better, Sun or YSG? I'm not sure I understand what you're asking me, but if you can get YSG Expert, it's always going to be YSG. Is that Drago? Oh, what the hell? It's kind of a random pull. We go over here. Where did Drago come from? He just like dropped in out of nowhere. DK Win KVK? That's a cool name. I'm not going to hit this. I was just trying to get to where he's going to go next after killing this. I assume this is his auto Marauders. You said no Sun and YSG, but is it a good idea to build the march as a free-to-play or low spender? I mean, it's a lot harder as a free-to-play. How come you didn't set up even marches for Marauders? Because it's okay. That's too deep. That's a little too deep for me. I also think part of the reason people do even marches is because they're doing auto Marauders. And like they're setting it and forgetting it. Like walking away. But since I'm micromanaging it a little bit, it's kind of fine. But no, that's just too much work. And I don't really have the troop count either. That's the other problem. Like, I have like 200k infantry. How am I going to split that in 5 marches? Or that idea, right? You even set up barb damage armaments for Marauders? You don't know why? Oh, they do count as barbarians. No, I mean, that's good. I think you're doing the right thing, Zeb. I mean, ideally, I would have set them up at least with triple line, right? But I didn't do that. Ideally, they would have triple line on. He's going to outrun me, the same problem I had when I was playing with Mosey the other day. But I will try to keep up for a moment. There's the support link again, the Discord link. The Discord's pretty cool. I'm pretty active on there. I like that thing. Should you craft blue gear only or epic? If you're infantry, go windswept, go blue shields, go purple pants, and you can call it a KVK. See the march speed difference. It's noticeable with the cav, but it's not terrible. And his archers are slow. You did wedge since that is what you're traveling for. Got 5 setups for barb damage. Wow. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. But no, I think I would prioritize speed. I'd probably go triple line. Or double line, rather. Said okay, but if I get materials and have the blueprint, should you craft it? Not the purple ones. I personally don't think the purple infantry gear is worth it outside of the pants. The pants are incredibly good. Do you have a full siege march? I do. Can you see it? Kinda. I have 340k siege. So all my training speed ups that I'm going to use are going to go into infantry. So then I'll get my troop return, which will be another 30k infantry. So that'll help. No need for speed when using auto. What do you mean? They'll kill it 5% faster because they're getting there 5% faster. If you're using auto, that's even more of a need for speed. How much did you kill? You have no troops? I never had troops. That was always the biggest flaw in my account. Is my troop count has always been awful. But I killed a lot more infantry than I wanted because of fucking Soul. Soul teleported right on our flag and then left our alliance. And I went to hop flags to get in the rallied flag, be a good kingdom member, and I hit his city. So I killed a lot more infantry than I wanted. So if you're using auto, you just leave the laptop running and come back when they're all dead. Sure. See, like Drago running auto right now, it is really silly how long his archers are taking. You did that to Frank KVK one? Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, it was a 100 mil city. It hurt a lot more than Frank hurt. If you have materials for legendary and the blueprint should craft it, if it's a good blueprint, do it. It's just a lot of the epics aren't worth it. That's why I said that. Like, if it's worth doing, obviously go for it. Like, it's worth it. We're up 1,550 gems. Exchange. I'd like to get to 100 before I take a break, probably. That'd be a good place to take a break. That's another, what, like 8 chests? Yeah. And tomorrow, since it is a work day, unfortunately, the goal is to get the 50 total. So 150. Hey, Peter, how you doing? How are you doing today? You know, one day I'll learn how to raid someone, and I'll try to do that when I'm done streaming. Maybe I could Google it quick. Come on, Drago, get your frickin' archers in gear. You think you'll beat 12 and 98 on your side? I think we will. What I don't know is if that map is accurate. That's what I don't know. I'm still questioning if that map is accurate. I like my map a hell of a lot more, I'll tell you that much. Izzy says, I went to go look at the cost, and what you can do is swap Martel 5555 with a 2111 for 72 tickets, and then for CC, get him to 5551 and swap him with a 1111. That's the best possible value. Well, there's no world my CC is getting that far, though. That's the problem. You're in 12. You said you don't know either. You don't want to go against 08. First thing you do. Yeah, going against 08 is going to suck. It's going to be like me fighting 65 last KVK. Nuke all archer calves and 200k infantry. That's what I would do. I would do that, Zeb. 100%. Can I? Hold on. I guess I can't. Oh, I can. Hold on. I'm actually gonna save what Izzy just said, just in case. But I don't see myself able to do that, so it may not be very useful. Drago tanked for me. This lets me get more out of my AP, though. I think it is slower, surprisingly. Let's minimize. Okay. Said, well, go as far as you can, but if you can get him from gold keys. Yeah, so I have him 5411, but I feel like, shouldn't I just wait and gold head the new commander? Like, why wouldn't I? Zeb said, you have an alt account called Peter on YouTube? What are you talking about? I have nothing called Peter. Your CC is 5441 just from gold keys. Did you do dailies? Or did you open all your gold keys when it was just CC in the tavern? Because I didn't do that so I could get my Martel. I don't know which way he's going. This way. Duck, when are you changing YouTube name? Message retracted. Forgot you to do that. 98's so active. I think 98's a lot less active than I thought they were. They're 4 Alliance Kingdom and they're only at 236 mil. 237 mil. I expected them to be way ahead. And they're doing fine. Obviously, they're top 1 by a lot. But I did expect more. I'm running a Martel's son, Catherine Narcissus. That's the plan. 98 seemed weak when they fought you guys. Yeah. I think I got it. I think they just, it's like 79 where they have a really bad bottom and then a really good top, 300 or so. Not better than us, but a really good thing. And then they still have like an alliance. Did you migrate this account backwards? So I was in 73. I was in 3873 and I went to 3908. Check the armament. Ooh. Unfortunately, Determined isn't a great buff, but that's certainly a nice armament for an early pull. Early pull. Oh my god. How's my mobilization bracket? Our KVK enemies against 2377? How are you against 2377? Hold on. When I send it next, I'll look. 1 second. Oh, got my mouse. Your Delta set is really good? Well, that's good. Unfortunately, you probably don't use much about it. Where do I see it? Why can't I figure this out? League info? No. I was looking at it earlier and I'm blanking. This is so weird. That's weird. I don't know why I can't figure it out. Oh, mail. Yes. That's how I saw it. Oh yeah, there are SOCs. That's so weird. Yeah. How odd. If you get CC to 5511 and swap with the commander at 1111, it's only tickets. So Izzy, I see that, and that's what I can do. What I'm trying to get, okay, so really what I'm getting from Izzy, and this is very helpful, Izzy, so thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Really what I'm getting from Izzy is that I need to make Gaja 2111. Swap Martel with Gaja. I'll have enough tickets to get my 5411 CC over. And then I could go from there. That is the takeaway. So I'm losing 10 gold heads to gain 680. That's what you're telling me. And I am totally understanding and okay with that now. Think VIP 11 is alright for pre-KVK 2 free to play? I think that's about right for someone who's not in a big kingdom. I mean, you really want VIP 12? Pre-KVK 2, like you definitely want VIP 12. I only have 13 because I migrated back. I had 12 last time. But, yeah. Thank you, Izzy. Echo said, you don't know what this is about. 2111, pretty sure same cost as 111. Alright, well, regardless, I'm going to look into it. But Izzy has helped me at least narrow down the framework. So that's helpful. That is helpful. After KVK 2 ends, Horde speedups don't push tech. By the way, for the unlocking, what does speedups have to do with the event? Wait, I'm so lost. What does speedups have to do with unlocking these commanders? Is it the Gathering of Hero Commanders event? Is it push speedups to get the currency? Is that what it is? Quests? Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, that's kind of what I figured it was. Speedups are a quest that give tickets. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. Okay. That's a good shout, Zeb. Good shout. So that means almost at 300 days just from the, killing them. I mean, I'm still going to finish my tech. But what I probably won't do is start eco. I'll just do eco passively. It's expensive to use speeds, not gonna lie. Gems are better. You sent me the quest. Okay. Log in. Spend 50k gems. Improve troop power by 100. Oh wait, but these aren't the currencies. This gives me currency to buy tokens. What's the exchange rate on that currency? What's the exchange rate on this 2 tickets? Each commander is 200 of those? Or yeah, it's not tickets. That's what I meant to say. Okay, each commander is 200. That is the currency. Tickets is gems. Yeah, sorry. Do you know how many gems that 1 ticket is, by the way? No, each commander is 100. Then 500. Oh, man. I'm trying to think. Do I have an account? I need to watch. I need to play this myself. Do I have a character that's going to be in a swap soon? I need to see the engineering, unironically. 1-on-1 swapped with a 5-5-5 is a 16-point difference, which costs 120 tickets. But with 2 1-on-1, okay. You can go on an inactive account. No, it's fine. I need to see it myself. Duck sent me the info, you know? I think I missed it. Let's see. 17. You're just looking at a spreadsheet that says 1-on-1 and 2-on-1 cost the same. I don't know. I mean, regardless, it doesn't really matter. Both those are fine for me. Because you can see the cost, right? I mean, it's not going to be hidden. I can just see it and then do another 10 gold heads. If need be. Your spreadsheet. Ooh, Izzy has the one from King's Codex. That's kind of convincing. King's Codex is a good resource. Kinda with you, Izzy. By the way, Izzy, are you the one from 73? How are you doing if you are? You were pretty awesome. It was sad to not get to play more with you if you are the 73 one. Farm Killer kind of annoying you right now. Can't farm anywhere with Siege. Not Home Kingdom, not Zone 5 or Zone 4. Yeah, that sucks. The beauty of 73s is I was able to go to... Oh, it's not you. Okay. Sure. There was an Izzy in 73 that was like incredibly data oriented. She did all the data there. So I kind of assumed it was you based on this conversation, but that's fine. It would have been a good thing if it was, so. It's going to be interesting when 98 hits their downtime, but it seems like they were holding a bunch of stuff. Everyone called Izzy a smart? Yeah, I guess so. Well, King's Codex doesn't even include the 1-on-1. Alright, I don't know, guys. I mean, I will tell you, I know King's Codex is wrong about a fort thing that's in there. Or outdated, potentially. One is the same as 4000, so it's in the top category. That would kind of make sense, yeah. It's the same amount of skills, technically speaking. Technically, the gold head cost is different because you could just unlock to get 1-on-1. I don't know if that's factored in. Said, yeah, I don't know. I didn't do all the extra stuff. It's all good. Are any kingdoms entering KVK 3 right now? Or whatever the swap event is? Leaving KVK 2? I could always go check it, you know? Let's see. Do I have any characters in that area? Nope. Nope. Nah, I got nothing. The actual event goes as follows. 0 to 4 difference is 2 tickets. I don't know. You just spent to get it all. Yeah, free to play. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. When you're free to play, like me, you gotta figure it out. But I think the bottom line is he has depicted the concept to me that you can make it cheaper by investing in the other one. I know other people said it, but I didn't really get it. Said you're a low spender, turn free to play, so you need to look at this. Oh, it's good. It's not the other way around. Duck, 200 from Alfonso. Oh my God, he's 400. Why is Stefan 1400? What the hell? Wait, are you telling me Cordoba's not in here? There's no Cordoba? Wait, guys, am I tripping? Oh no, he's here. He's right here. So I need 800? Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I need 800? Oh, no, 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 no. 800 isn't that much? It's definitely possible. I just need to save like 70k gems probably. And I could do it. Duck, thank you for sending this. This is very helpful. This is incredibly helpful. If I save 70k gems, I spend 50 here, I get 100. I get another 20, so I'm at 120. I'll get a bunch of that. These. So I get 30 every time it's 2,000. So. Okay, so it probably is like 70,000. You need 1,200 because unlocking tier 2s is 400? Oh, god damn it. What's up, Buzz? How you doing? Let me do some math. What is 70,000 gems? Pull it up on my other monitor. 70,000. And then what did I get for every 2,000 gems? It was what? $30. So that's 70,000 divided by 2,000 is 35, obviously. That makes sense. And then that times 30. Oh, this isn't bad. So if I save 70,000 gems, that's 1,050. Right there, just from that. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. That's not bad at all. I could do that. I could do that. And that's not even counting if I do speed ups, all the login. That's not a problem in the slightest. You would just save training speeds? Nah. I don't think doing that is the way to go. Training gives loads of points. What, do you get stuff for power? And this isn't even the logins, too. This will be fine. I could do this. It's good to know, though. Can you buy... I assume you can. Can I buy 2 commanders of the same tier? So, like, I can get both Gaja and Cordoba? Or is that going to be a problem? You spend gems and get commanders? So, yeah, you basically do those little quests to get a currency, and then they tier the different commanders, and it helps you. Your inactive 7-mil got 400 tickets with 40 to 50 days spent. Yeah, but 40 to 50 days is going to be a lot by the end of this KVK. Like, that's going to hurt. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, I want that. Wow, Veth, you didn't even share it when I had 3.5 siege? That's crazy. But, yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm glad you told me, though, because that means after I max egg, because I am maxing egg, I may genuinely save. I'll have to think about it. I'll have time. It's just kind of a question of do I skip more than gems or not. Because more than gems is the only other thing I'm spending on. Like the gems on. It's interesting though. It's very interesting. This was a lot of good knowledge today. Like I'll probably stack research speed ups and push some eco tech or something during that. Because all my tier 4 tech will be done. And when I say research speeds, I mean research speeds. So should I skip wheel to save gems? I wouldn't worry about it for now. Just plan on having like 50,000 gems for the swap event if you're low spender free to play. And I think 50,000 is super comfortable. But you should research. You should do at least 600k power in training. Interesting. Let me see. Well, how much did you get for that? 600k. Right here? No, it doesn't tell me. I don't think he sent... Oh, did he send more? Oh, yeah, look at that. I get 100. Yeah, I'll do that. And that'll give me some speed ups. I'll do some speed ups as well. Alright, that's not bad. I'll be able to do that. How many 600k power? It's kind of a good amount. K3 doesn't matter loads, so after pre-KVK, save all training speeds. So you know what? Hold on. We're gonna send home. So after pre-KVK, save all training speeds for gathering of heroes instead of pre-KVK 3. I mean, it wasn't going to be used necessarily on a pre-KVK. I don't even know if I was doing this pre-KVK. 6. Let's do some trading. Trade. And then this is probably a good spot to take a break. Let's see. 106. Yeah, very good. Okay. Perfect. So I will send these out as gatherers. You want to see the ranks? Sure. So we are currently behind, and then I'm sure we will train a good load on Tuesday. So I'm excited to see that. That'll be fun. You have a lot of time between swap event and pre-KVK 3, at least I did. I guess I'm wondering how long the event is active. I don't know. It's all going to be interesting. Going Siege puts me in a weird situation anyways. Maybe just honestly skip training this pre-KVK. It means more gem saved. Nah, I need infantry. I need infantry. I'm definitely pushing troops. I mean, I say pushing. I'm only doing my training speeds. And again, before I do all my chests that I'm going to get by the end of the day tomorrow, I'm just about at 300 days universals, 21.21, etc., etc. So I have pretty good speed ups for the time being. Said he can't skip, he has no troops. This isn't much, but I will also say in 15 days I do get 30k more infantry, and these are negligible. It's 5k of each, but in 15 days I will get 30k infantry, so that'll help. That'll put me, oh, you can't see it because of this, but that'll put me at like 265k troops of infantry. And then if I train it up to like, I don't know, 300, it just depends. I don't know what I'm at. We have to see. Yeah, this happened the other day. They tapped the flag. This rogue alliance, basically. This is tier 4. It's 52k tier 4. So that was something, wasn't it? You were at 425 days universals right before you push. Now you feel poor. Damn. You always have a lot more stuff than I thought. Or think, rather. Took a lot of sevs doing this. Let me heal some up. But yeah, this has been a productive stream. I got more chests than I thought I'd get for the first day. I'm probably going to do another stream tonight, this evening. What other things we got? We got Realm going on. I'll probably do all these on Tuesday. Realm, rather. So, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I will be doing another stream tonight. Swap is 5 days. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Been very, very helpful today. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I can now plan far better. So, thank you all for tuning in. It has been my pleasure to be here and get us all this loot. So, hope you found out some good info for yourself. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you tonight when I stream later. Bye.